Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I will introduce IMO exchange. The first about this exchange. The purpose of the IMO equal platform. Everyone is equal. Everyone is involved, open and transparent, and more workers. Every entrepreneur's project needs to come from the fundraising, development, market segment. It takes 1 or 2 years to complete, and for investor, half a year or a year is too long. How can we make good projects easier to raise funds and also recognize investors to get a quick return? The IMO model came into being. IMO is simply a phased IEO that continues to be privately funded as a project progressive 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, or even longer. In this way, exchange and investors can continue to withdraw as the project progresses. Phase but investment greatly reduced the investment risk of investor. At the same time, the project party is encouraged and supervised so that the project can develop healthily and ultimately return investors. Therefore, each project needs to be excellent enough, and the IMO eco platform will strictly control and take certain guarantee measures. IMO ecology. It consists of two parts of IMO wallet and IMO exchange. The wallet can be used to digital asset storage and IMO private equity investment. The exchange can trade digital assets. About users' engagement. Chapter 1. General provisions. Purpose. This agreement is stipulate the rights and responsibility of the company and its customer regarding the terms and conditions of use of your site and our site related service. Hereinafter referred to as service provided by EcoCyber. Hereinafter referred as company. Article 2. Specification, revision and termination of terms. The term is this agreement shall be ported on the company service, registration, subscription site or otherwise notified to the users, and shall be effectively upon acceptance of the term by the users. The company may amend the terms and conditions to the extent that it does not violate the relevant laws, such as the Regulation of Standards Contract Act. If the company amends the terms and conditions, it shall notify the date of application and the reason for the revision, and shall be announced along with the current terms on the initial screen of the company site, on the post of the screen or notice field before the effective date. The company shall notify the customer of the amended terms by the preceding paragraph. If the customer has not clearly expressed his intention to refuse, it shall be deemed to have accepted the amended terms. If a customer clearly expresses that he or she does not agree to the application of the revised term, the company shall not apply the revised term and conditions, in which case a customer may terminate the user's agreement, close his or her account, and shall not have the access to all the service on this platform. Article 3. Definition of terms. The definition of the terms used in the system are as follows. Customer, a person who has approved the terms and signed a customer agreement with a company by checking the customer agreement box. ID. This is a combination of letters and number approved by the company for customer identification and service use. Password. This is a combination of letters and numbers approved by the company for customer identification and protection of customer information. Merchant, a customer who wants to sell cryptocurrency and has registered or applied for the cryptocurrency under the company's rules. Buyer, a customer who wants to purchase a cryptocurrency and register the cryptocurrency in accordance with the form offered online by the company. Autonomous transaction in the process of delivering virtual money. It refers to the transactions that the seller and buyer jointly deal with without the company's participation. Chapter 2. Service Application. Article 4. Establishment of user contract. The user shall apply to the membership by filling in customer information according to the company designated sign-up form and agreeing to the terms. The contract of use is signed by the customer ID. When the contract of use is established, the applicant is registered as a customer. Customers who use fake information are not legally protected and may undertake civil and criminal liability caused by fake information. If you are under 19 years old or over 65 years old, you may be restricted from using service related to cryptocurrency trading provided by the company. In accordance with the provision of Article 1, the company may request the verification of users' real name through the specialized agencies. The company is not liable for the unfavorable correction caused by the refusal to verify the identity of the users. If you live in China, the United States, and Japan, you need to submit an application on your own initiative. Also, you cannot enjoy the digital asset trading service provided by the company. Article 5. Service Application. Apply by filling in the online customer form provided the company and agree with the terms. All customer information filled online is considered to be real, and users who have not entered their real name and real information will not be legally protected and may be restricted from using the service. The company may suspend the service or terminate the user engagement if the customer's information is fake. Any damage or loss caused by fake information, the user should bear on legal responsibilities solely. The company may provide a variety of useful information about the company-related service via email, correspondence, telephone. Article 6. Use of customer information and approval of the service application. Agreement to use of customer information. The company shall use the customer's personal information to fulfill the user contract and provide the service under this contract. User information may be provided to the company and stored it in its early age in order to better fulfill customer service, but need to notify the customer and get their approval before use. The company is entitled to send the SMS to users, and users can stop to receive the SMS by unsubscribing. Customers can view and modify personal information at any time. Article 7. Termination and cancel of use contract. The contract could be terminated by the use customer or the company. The damage or loss caused by the termination shall be borne by the customer who has terminated the use contract. The customer must apply only for the termination of the use contract if he or she wants to terminate the use contract, as the article below. Chapter 3. Customer Obligation. Article 9. Customer responsibility for a customer ID and password management. Customers are responsible for all management of the ID and password. The customer are responsible for any consequence arising from the negligence, misuse and misuse of the ID and password given to the customers. So, if a customer finds out that his or her ID has been misused, he must notify the company and follow the company's instructions. In the case of paragraph 2, the company shall not be liable for any disadvantage caused if the customer fails to notify the company or the customer does not follow the company's guidance, even if it is notified. Article 9. Provision of information. The company may provide the following service information, which is deemed necessary by the customer during the use of the service, to the customer by email or letter mail. If the customer does not want it, you can withdraw from membership. Cryptocurrency transaction service such as events and occasions. Service to be determined by the company from time to time and provided to customer. Article 10. Limit, disclaimer and limitation of liability. To the fullest extent permitted by applicable law, the company is obliged and its respective shareholders, members, directors, official employees, alternates, agents, representatives, suppliers, and contractors are in all circumstances responsibility for the service any incidental, indirect, special, punitive consequence, and similar damage of the liabilities, including but not limited to arise out or in the respect of any other product, service, and other item provided by or on behalf of the company and the company. Data, information, income, profits, and other loss of business or financial interest is not responsible, whether based on a contract, segregation, strict liability, and other theories, even if the company has been informed and possibility of damage, unless a final judicial decision. Such damage are caused by the company gross negligence, fraud, intentional misconduct, and intentional violation. Some jurisdictions do not allow the inclusion and limitation of initial and consequent limits, so the above limitation may not apply to you. Notwithstanding the foregoing, in any event, the company is affiliates and their respective shareholders, members, directors, officials, employees, attorneys, agents, representatives, suppliers, and contractors are responsible for the currency and its related parties. Responsibility arising from or in connection with any performance and non-performance of the service or service provided by the company or its related parties or any other products, service, or other item, whether based on contract regulation, strict liability, and other tariffs, will not amount of the fee you pay to the company under the agreement within 12 months prior to the event that caused the liability claim. Article 11. Compensation. You agree to indemnity the company, its affiliates, contractors, licensors, and their respective direction, officials, employees, and agents from any claim, actions, or proceedings arising out of all the following reasons: investigation, claim, litigation costs, expenses, and damage, including attorney fees, fines, and fines imposed by any regulation agency. 1. You use the service or its action in a connection with the service. 2. You breach these terms of service, or we execute the term of service. 3. You violate any applicable law, regulation of the right, and any third party during the use of the service. If in accordance with the term of service, you are liable to indemnify the company, its affiliates, contractors, licensors, and their respective direction officers, employees, or agents. The company will have the right to control and litigation and proceeding and determine that the company wants to reconcile. If so, based on what term and condition. Next, fee structure. Token-to-token trading. 0.2% of the trade amount with the charge, recharge, free to recharge, and withdrawal fees. There are withdrawal fees of some coins as USDT, BTC, ETH, EOS, Bitcoin Cash, XRP, ETC, IPWT, Litecoin charges, with minimum withdrawals and withdrawal fees per trade. For example, withdraw 100 USDT with fee 5 USDT. Withdraw 5,000 USDT with fee 5 USDT. Other token withdrawal fees. Tokens worth from 0.15 to 5 USDT will be charged. The fee may vary due to the token fluctuations. OTC trading USDT. User transactions are no fee. The advertiser can publish a purchase sale advertisement for no fee. No fee for the purchase sale advertisement is placed on the order. And in the case of transaction, Bitcoin user transactions are no fee. The advertiser can publish the purchase sale advertisement on no fee. The purchase sale advertisement is placed on the order and in the course of transaction, the handling fee is 0.1% of the total transaction amount. You can contact by the official email address business@imoh.top, Twitter ID IMOH logo, Telegram, question feedback mailbox, business hours from 1 to 10, closed on Saturday and Sunday.